Hey everybody, welcome back to Chanting. I'm Father Chris, and this is our trusty mascot, Billy.
And I'm Zayna. So today we are going to take a look at tone 2. Tone 2 is very minor and often sounds incomplete.
And what Zayna means by that is typically tone 2 ends up, whereas we would expect it to end down, which would sound more complete. So for instance, set a watch, O Lord, before my mouth, and the door round about my lips. God is the Lord, and hath appeared unto us. Blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord. So it's ending up. It almost sounds like it should go down so that it feels more complete and more finished, but it ends up and it sounds a little bit like that.
So as a quick reminder, you can find all the hymns that we are about to sing on our website. We've uploaded the service books for you to sing and follow along.
If you remember last week, when we talked about tones, we said that each tone is based off a different part of the scale. And tone 2 is based off the the or the so. And so that's where the E-sone is going to be set. Now, we're not going to be singing the E-sone just so that you can really focus on the melody and hear that. But as far as the E-sone for tone 2, it's going to be based off that the or the so, like I said. Now, we also talked about epikimas last week. And epikimas, again, are groups of notes or intervals that we sing to ourselves to get ourselves into a tone. So for instance, if you ever hear a chanter before the chanter starts singing something in tone 1, they'll go ni pa pa, then they'll start singing pa di ga bu pa. But with tone 2, the epikima, again, is based off the V. So it's going to go di ke di ga bu di, so la so fa mi so. And that will get us into the tone. So Zayna's going to go ahead and start us off, and we're going to sing the Troparion of the Resurrection in tone 2.
When thou didst submit thyself unto death, O thou deathless and immortal one, then thou didst destroy hell with thy godly powers. And when thou didst raise the dead from beneath the earth, all the powers of heaven did cry aloud unto thee. O Christ, thou giver of life, glory to thee.
Thank you very much, Zayna. And one thing that I wanted to note about that particular hymn, the Tropar, the Resurrection in tone 2, it's a really special one, at least to me, because that's what we sing from inside the altar on Pascha night. So if you've ever been to church on Pascha night, we start out where the church is totally dark and everything is very somber. And then towards the end of that first service, before we get to come ye receive the light, and the priest or bishop walks out with the candle. So before we get to that resurrection, it's like the tomb is dark, and then all of a sudden from within the altar you hear, when thou didst submit thyself unto death. And then it's like waking up because Christ is risen. And it's just really exciting. And that's a really special hymn for that reason, among others as well. So thank you for singing that, Dana. And now we're going to go into Lord, I Have Cried from Vespers. And then we're going to sing some of the verses after that to help you kind of get into the mindset and to hear tone 2, in your ears. So again, the epikima to get us started. Di ke di ga bu di, so la so fa mi so. O Lord, I have cried out unto thee. Hear thou me. Hear thou me, O Lord. O Lord, I have cried out unto thee. Hear thou me. Give ear to the voice of my supplication. When I cry out unto thee, hear thou me, O Lord.
Let my prayer be set forth before thee as the incense and the lifting up of my hands as the evening sacrifice. Hear thou me, O Lord.
Set a watch, O Lord, before my mouth, and a door round about my lips.
Incline not my heart unto words of evil, to make excuses in sin.
With men that work iniquity, and I will not communicate with the choicest of them.
The just man shall correct me in mercy and reprove me, but let not the oil of the sinner anoint my head.
For my prayer also shall still be against the things which with they are well pleased. Their judges falling upon the rock have been swallowed up.
They shall hear my words, for they are sweet, as when the thickness of the earth is broken up on the ground. Their bones are scattered by the side of hell.
But to thee, O Lord, Lord, are mine eyes. In thee have I put my trust. Take not away my soul.
Keep me from the snare which they have laid for me, and the traps of the workers of iniquity.
Let the wicked fall into their own nets, while I alone escape. Now, I want to point out something to you that we do a lot with chanting, and that's called word or text painting, where we make the music match what the words are saying. And so, for instance, that last line that I just did, let the wicked fall into their own nets. Typically, what I want to do as a chanter is make the music fall or go down on the word fall. So, let the wicked fall into their own nets, while I alone escape. The very next verse, I cried unto the Lord with my voice. And so I want to make my voice go up because I'm crying out to the Lord. I cried unto the Lord with my voice unto the Lord did I make my supplication. So that's just a kind of a little note that we as chanters do. And don't try that right away. Make sure that you get the tone in your head and really start to get familiar with it at first. And then as you get more comfortable and as you get more confident with what you're chanting and the music that you're chanting and the tones that you're chanting, as you get that confidence, you'll be able to look ahead and see, oh, the words are going down here, so I'm going to make the music go down and be able to match that. So that's really it for tone 2 that we've got. Thank you so much, Zayna, for helping me out here. Just as a reminder, the best way to learn the tones, what is it, Zayna?
Going to church.
Exactly. Saturday nights and Sunday mornings, especially because, as we said last week, those tones change every week at Saturday Great Vespers. And so, if you're going to church every week, you're going to get to learn all, or you're going to get to at least experience all the tones. And then, of course, practice, practice, practice. So, the more you can do that, the better. Remember to join us next week for Tone 3. We'll be happy to see you then. We miss you. We love you. And thanks for joining us. Say goodbye, Billy.